Mark, in the book I read, and I've heard you say this, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Where did that come from that we became the product?
Well, first of all, I was not the first individual to actually come up with these ideas that we're the product. This is stuff that's been talked about by tons of sociologists and philosophers for the longest time, that eventually our humanity will be eroded by technology. So it's a theme that I grew up with. But what has astounded me is how fast this is actually now happening in our real world. Because with the advent of AI, everything's changed. I mean, what we've got now is we've got a situation where we have machines that can learn faster than human beings. And what's occurring is those machines are mimicking human beings. So the machines, for the very first time, are mirroring back us. And when we look at what we are, we really have just become products for corporations to sell our digital identity to, and then they make money on the information they sell. And when we actually ask them to be fair, when we ask them to actually care about our rights, when we ask them to care about our causes, what they say is, well, we're a private corporation, and guess what? We have our own rules, and with those rules, we're going to force you into our own bias. I didn't think I had a problem with that because I used to think, well, Google has a right to its opinion, so does Facebook, and so does every corporation in America. But then something really happened. What really happened was we started having armies, thousands of programmers, that their only mission for the army of programmers was to figure out ways to addict us, to keep us on these social platforms and never allow us off by figuring out any means to shave another second of our attention to their demand. That is when I realized we really had become just a product. It scared me. This has evolved. This opinion isn't one I just grew up with and went, oh my gosh, you know what, we're all products. No. This is because I realized my family became a product. My son became a product and became addicted to computers. Then I watched the other portions of my family suddenly go down rabbit holes that I never expected. And those rabbit holes have changed the destiny of my family. They have changed the destinies of millions of people. And more importantly, those rabbit holes have proven to me too why we must, as we develop and as we expand our consciousness, all of us are human beings, our humanity, we got to realize that we're not products. We are not data. We're human beings. We come from nature. And our kids today play computer games, and they'll say, oh, I know how to kill someone. I know how to pick up a gun. I know how to do everything that's real. But I guarantee you, until you're a soldier in a forest that has to deal with survival, has to deal with your body actually sleeping on a hard surface, when you don't have a toilet, when you actually have to use a leaf to actually clean yourself after you go to the bathroom. That's a reality that no kid is ever going to experience playing Call of Duty. But they think today that because they play Call of Duty and they have YouTube, they know exactly what war is like, and what parents are saying is not true, that they're addicted to whatever they're addicted to. They don't believe it. They actually believe that what their reality is telling them of what war is like, what their addictions are like, and what other kids are doing, that they're smarter than we are, the parent. That scares me. And that goes back to the first premise. They are the products. And do we want our kids to be products? I don't think so.